You thought that I wanted you to die so that way we could be together forever. I want you to suffer the way that you made me suffer.
I won't keep waiting for you to let go of the past.
Nowhere to run now, Petey boy.
How do you fight for your man against a dead woman? It's not a fair fight.
No, don't give up on us, Laura.
Hi, I'm Ashley with Big Gold Belt Media.
Hi, hello.
How are you? Thank you for taking time to do this today.
Of course, thanks for having me.
Yes, so we're here to talk about your film Double Exposure, which I thought had a very interesting approach to showing how grief and guilt just kind of eats away at us until we no longer are recognizable to ourselves and to the world around us.
Mhm.
And watching it, I really picked up on some supernatural TV comparisons, but it also felt a little bit like Memento, that it's really asking the audience, here's what we're showing you. You need to discern fact from fiction. And I would love to know when you get a script like this and you're reading through it and you're recording your scenes, were you given direction or a heads up like, hey, this is real and this is fake, or were you left to interpret it all on your own?
I think we were kind of left to interpret it, I think. I'm sure if I we asked Howard, our director, he would have well, actually, I don't know. He might have said, "We'll interpret it." I don't know. But if I really had a question, I'm sure he would have kind of gave me a thought his thoughts. But Alex, we recently had a premiere and a Q&A session, and I think we had a similar question. And Alex was kind of saying that he just committed to every scenario that there was. Like that was the real story. And I think that's kind of how I approached it similarly as well. Yeah.
I feel like that helps sell the believability though, because
Yeah.
that keeps us guessing at home. Although I had to keep reminding myself, like, look at the phone screen. That
I
was
mean,
like the visual clue.
that's so funny.
But honestly, real or fake, your character Laura went through it in this movie. And first of all, my heart was with her. I just wanted to like love her and I wanted her to succeed and just get away from that toxic mess that was happening over
Hmm.
there. When you read her story, what did you think about all of her struggles? And were you like me? Because on one hand, I wanted to shake her and say, first of all, throw that picture away.
Yeah.
Second of all,
I'm
you
like, what?
deserve way better than an emotionally unavailable man. But also, come here, let me hug you, because dear God, we have all ignored red flags before.
Right. I mean, dear God, we all know that, don't we? We've all been there.
Yes.
Been there, done that. Yeah, I mean, when I was reading it this funny, I didn't, maybe it was the time I was in, but I didn't think it was like I didn't find her like sad as much as other people did, you know? I think every relationship has some kind of struggles, and it's more about Peter than me. Like than Laura.
Mhm.
I felt like he was dealing with his own demons. And yeah, as like a partner, I think it's sad. But I think she's like a really available, giving person. I don't think she's with Peter because she doesn't respect herself. I think it's because she loves somebody, and
Mhm.
um somebody is dealing with demons or whatever, guilt they're dealing with, like you want to be there for that person. So I think she's actually pretty self-confident, or at least the way I played it and the way I'd like to think about it. Like, I mean, I do cry a lot in the movie. I just realized that while I was watching it. Because it's like most of the time when you see her, it's in a very heightened situation. But I think I tried my best to incorporate like the humor she has and the because that's who I am, like innately as a person. Incorporate like the humor and I don't know, the lightness to the character.
Yeah. I don't think she was weak. It's just there was moments where I'm like, girl, come on.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I mean, we can talk about that and yeah, that part, but yeah.
Yeah. Aside from the grief and the guilt and the regret, I really actually took away from this film some encouragement to step back out there. I felt like there was a lot to the story about not being afraid to take another step forward, regardless of the past and whether it's in your love life or it's at work or what have you. Has there been a moment in your life where you've looked back and thought, I was really scared to take that risk, but I'm so glad that I did?
Oh yeah. I mean, oh God, are we getting personal here?
Hey, as personal as you want to get.
Well, I think there was a time where I was in a pretty bad relationship. Like, I mean, it was kind of like it was not that long ago in my, it's also fresh in my head because I had therapy last night. So I talked about it with my therapist, but I think like leaving that relationship was probably one of like the biggest steps I took, especially as an adult, as a grown woman. And yeah, it was hard, I think, and it was probably one of the things that um crafted kind of like how what I know I deserve and what I want. Like it's not even about green flag, red flag, but like, oh, like what can I endure as a human being? I also like learned that I'm a very strong person. And I think it gave me a lot of courage to like move forward. I think it could have gone either way. And I think leaving was, yeah, probably one of the best decisions I've made, but also like it was inevitable. I was never going to stay, but so yeah, I guess personal.
No, hey, that's helpful. And I've been there, so I hear
I'm
you
glad. Yeah.
on all of that. What message do you hope people take away from this film?
Huh. I guess like I guess taking responsibility um and you know is different than carrying around excess guilt. I don't know if that's like totally like a good way of saying it, but I think there is a certain amount you do have to take responsibility in your action, but also I think letting that like knowing that, absorbing it and letting go is also a process of human growth, as
Hmm.
like a personal growth. So obviously I don't think it's like you should just act however you want and, disregard everybody else. But I also think we're human and people make mistakes and people, do the best they can at the moment, I believe. And, hopefully if you want to grow as a person, it's you have to kind of, absorb that and also let it go.
Yes.
Yeah.
That I got that too. Like let go of the regret and do what you can in this moment to move forward and make a positive impact for yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So you have done so much stage, screen, like comedy, drama, voiceover work. What is next for you? And what do you have like a big bucket list item you want to work on?
Ooh, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm on like my dream show, like or currently. It really is like just the most amazing, like fun experience I'm having. And so I'm very happy and content. But all obviously as an actor, you always want more. Like I think one of the big dreams I've always had as a kid is to be on Broadway, yeah, doing a play on Broadway. So that's still there. And yeah, and hopefully like working in Korea. That's one of I was born and raised in Korea, so my parents still live there. And as much as I love having a career in America, and I always will, um, I would love to like incorporate working in Korea as well. So yeah, that's probably my next goal, immediate goal.
That's amazing. I can't wait. And I know the second half of St. Dennis is starting soon, right? It's
Yes,
soon.
yes, season two. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right, yeah. All right, so my last question before I get out of here. I do not want to have salty zombies fans in my mentions if I don't ask this. If
Okay.
the witches cross over to the live action movies, are you down to play Day?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I was like, zombie. Of course. I like, yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah, 100%. Like that's one of my favorite voiceover gigs I've ever had. It's just so fun.
Hmm.
And I've been working with Disney Channel. Like that was like one of my first jobs, graduating from school, like actually being on Disney Channel TV show. And they've been very good to me. Like I was on Freaky Friday, the musical version on Disney Channel as well. So yeah, I mean obviously I love that character. It was so fun.
Awesome. Yeah, magenta hair, get you a killer intro
Uh,
song.
Period.
You got it. We're gonna put it
Yeah,
out in the universe.
love that.
Well, thank you again for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ridiculous.